One question I get all the time is, if I'm a part of a couple and only one of us is eligible for the age pension, how does it work? In this video, I'll explain exactly how Centrelink assesses you, key complications to watch out for, and a powerful strategy that could help you maximize your payment. There are three key factors that determine eligibility for the age pension. The first two, the age requirement and the residency requirement, are simple yes or no conditions. Once you meet them, the means test determines how much you can receive, whether that's no pension, a part pension, or the full pension. Centrelink applies the assets test and the income test separately, each producing an outcome. The test that results in the lower pension amount will determine your payment. If you're part of a couple and only one of you meets the age pension age and residency requirements, in the means test, Centrelink will assess both partners' finances as a combined unit to determine the eligible person's payment. From 20th of March 2025 to 19th of September 2025, the maximum a partnered pensioner can get is $866.10 per fortnight, half of the full couple rate that applies when both partners qualify for the payment. Noticeably, this is $282.90 or about 24.6% less than the single rate of $1,149. These figures include the basic rate, pension supplement, and energy supplement. They translate to an annual income of $22,518.60 for a partnered pensioner, $45,037.20 for a couple who are both eligible, and $29,874 for a single pensioner. If only one person in a couple is receiving even $1 of age pension, that person will automatically get a pensioner concession card, giving them access to a range of valuable discounts and benefits as a card holder. The cardholder's partner is generally listed on the pensioner concession card and also eligible for Commonwealth concessions such as cheaper prescription medicines through the FREEBIES. However, eligibility for other concessions provided by state and territory governments and private businesses are at the discretion of the individual organization. A concession may not be available to a partner even if they are listed on the card. I'd love for everyone to share their experiences. Has your partner who is listed on your pensioner concession card but doesn't have one of their own been able to access the same concession from state programs or private businesses? Let's compare notes and help each other out. Now, in addition to that, there is rent assistance received by eligible pensioners who rent privately. The amount depends on how much rent is paid and your relationship status. There is a minimum amount of rent you need to pay to get rent assistance. For every $1 of rent you pay above this amount, you will get 75 cents. You can't get more than the maximum amount. For couples renting together, Centrelink uses the total rent paid by the couple to work out rent assistance. $199.80 is a maximum fortnightly payment for couple combined. If only one partner in a couple is eligible for the age pension and the other isn't on an eligible payment for rent assistance, the eligible partner will get half of the combined rate, which is $99.90 per fortnight. But if the other partner is on an eligible payment, the couple can receive the full combined amount of $199.80 per fortnight. The full age pension rates and the maximum rent assistance rates are indexed twice a year, on 20th of March and 20th of September, so watch out for my updates to see the latest rates. When it comes to means testing, it doesn't matter that only one person is eligible. Your combined income and assets are assessed under both the assets test and the income test, and the lower result determines the eligible person's payment. Under the assets test, if you are a couple homeowner with combined assets below $481,500, or a couple non-homeowner with combined assets below $739,500, the eligible partner will receive the full pension. It's important to know that even if the home is solely in the ineligible partner's name, you're still considered a couple homeowner, and your principal residence is not counted as assessable asset. This also means that compared to a non-homeowner couple, you have a lower threshold for accessible assets before your age pension is reduced or cut off. For every $1,000 of combined assets above these thresholds, the pension is reduced by $1.50 per fortnight. Once your combined assets reach the upper threshold, also known as a cutoff limit, you won't receive any pension. Under the income test, if your combined income is below $380 per fortnight, the eligible partner will receive the full pension. For every $1 of combined income over this amount, the pension for the eligible person is reduced by 25 cents per fortnight. Once your combined income reaches $3,844.40 per fortnight, there is no age pension payable. Under the income test, deeming and work bonus are important factors. I won't go into the details here, but you can learn more about them in my other video. No doubt there are complications where only one partner is eligible for the age pension. As you can see, the ineligible partner's income and assets count just as much as yours, which can reduce or even cancel your age pension. Centrelink also requires full financial details from both partners, which can cause tension for couples who keep finances separate. I have seen some abandon their application because their partner wouldn't share their information. And it's not just about age gap. For example, if your partner is a foreign citizen who doesn't meet the residency requirement, their income and assets are still fully counted in your assessment. And this brings us to another key point: relationship status is critical. Centrelink considers you a member of a couple if you're either married, in a registered relationship, in a de facto relationship. For some people, it's obvious they are in a couple. For some, it's not so clear-cut. If you're in that gray area, be very careful and understand how this could impact your age pension before making any declarations. Centrelink looks at these 5 factors to work out whether the relationship is genuinely marriage-like. You can't simply claim you are single to qualify for a higher pension rate when your situation says otherwise. In special cases, such as living separately because of illness or respite care, you may be assessed differently. If you think being a member of a couple causes you unfair hardship, you can call Centrelink to discuss your situation. They may consider you as single under special provisions in the Social Security Act. Each request is assessed on a case-by-case basis. And remember, if your relationship status changes, you must tell Centrelink within 14 days. Failing to do so could mean repaying overpayments or missing out on what you are entitled to. Now, here is a big planning opportunity. If the younger spouse is under age pension age, currently 67, their superannuation accumulation account isn't counted under Centrelink's assets or income test. This rule creates a highly effective place to hide money from Centrelink and potentially boost the eligible partner's age pension payment. There are a number of ways to move assets into the super accumulation account of the younger spouse under 67. To name a few: concessional contributions, non-concessional contributions, spouse contribution splitting, and withdrawal and recontribution strategy. It's important to know that there are 3 main types of super accounts: super accumulation account, transition to retirement pension, account-based pension. Of this, only the super accumulation account held by someone under age pension age is excluded from Centrelink's assessment. Once the younger spouse reaches 67, their accumulation account becomes accessible, and this invisible cap disappears. I have a dedicated video on how superannuation affects your age pension, including a detailed case study showing exactly how restructuring your super can unlock extra pension. Watch that next to learn more. I also have an age pension playlist covering everything from beginner's guide to the latest rates and thresholds, how to calculate your payment, how age pension works when you're overseas, how it's taxed, and more. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If enough people ask the same thing, I'll make a video about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another one.